What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tuesday. It is Tuesday, the Pawnda Rapid. We are hosting... What are we hosting? What is this again? Chess stream? Mrs. Arlsberg? Hello? Blah, blah, blah. What's up, everybody? We've got Sparkle Horse, Morales, Dinekis, Jai, Acerbate, Mandrake. Hey, everyone. I still deciding if I want to play. You want to play, look. This quote tells us a lot about someone. Check this out. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this? Huh? What do you think about this quote? Shark? Chess Shark? You know, there's only one problem with this quote. Hello? Mrs. Arlsberg? It's kind of self-centered, isn't it? Like, sorry, but the most important thing in life is to believe in yourself regardless of what everyone else says. That's the most important thing in life? I don't know. That's kind of self-absorbed, isn't it? Like, I don't know, man. That means like everything's about you. I like the idea of like the single most important thing in, you know, competition is to believe in yourself regardless of what everyone else says. But the single most important thing in life, I don't know, man. That's pretty weird. All right. Anyway, but that gives you a little bit of insight into someone's personality. I'm sure Bobby Fischer very much believed the same kind of thing. Okay, we've got Sparkle Horse, Excel Poker, Morales, Dinekis, Jai, Acerbate, Mandrake. The Ghost. Excel Poker. Excel Poker 8-8. Believe in a Zebra. Chess Zebras. I can't get the Pawnda cam to work. We're gonna have to get another camera. Seems to be an extended problem. I thought it was just a one-off, but it's not coming back. This is like the third stream in a row where I can't get the Pawnda cam to work. I don't know if the camera's dead or just something with updates. I like the quote, but I don't like the use of the word life in that sentence. There's more important things in life than chess, obviously. Alright, anyways. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. My Amazon wish list. Do sharks drink water? We have to hydrate. Mr. Coffee, what's up? What is up? Tiberius. Tiberius? George Tiberius Coffee. That's Mr. Coffee's real name. George Tiberius Coffee. The Coffee Brothers. Did anybody here ever like the series Fargo? Or watch it at all, or just me? One of the Coffee Brothers. Alright, guys. You've seen it once. Yeah, I mean, but there's the movie, and then there's like 4 seasons, and the last season sucked. Yeah, the last simul, it started off feeling good. I felt really good like halfway into the simul, but yeah, the time pressure, I just totally, everything like just collapsed completely. Against you was the worst, of course, but I would like to listen to music while I'm playing in the tournament, but I find it difficult to really concentrate on communicating while I'm listening. So, playing is fine. I actually play better. I think I used to listen to music when I would play over the board tournaments before they outlawed electronic devices. What's up, electronic devices? Alright, we got 8 minutes till the tournament starts. Music is good for the soul, and also I think getting into a sort of state of concentration, it helps you. But unfortunately, until I get my microchip installed, I won't be able to listen to music at the board anytime soon. We don't talk about simul results here. The tourney edition. Cheese.com. Far right chess at the St. Louis Chess Club. I wanted to make my stream title like Far Right Chess Influencer with special guest Senator Josh Hawley. Sponsored by Rex Sinkfield. On cheese.com. Alright. I hate the title Tuesday on cheese.com. It's so gross, Oh, Botez is streaming. Yes. Can't wait to watch her. Alright. What's up? Let's play some chess. Alright. We got XL Poker in, Audisto in. Audisto's going up to nearly 2,500. We'll let Asterbait handle. Asterbait and Mr. Coffee will handle any acceptance speeches for me. We're too boring for this world. Alright, we've got 10 players. 7 rounds, 7 plus 5 casual. Hello. You know what I was thinking of doing? Well, I'm pretty much decided on it. Next week, just to satisfy all of you peoples who dig the arena format, we're going to do an arena. It's been a long time since we did an arena. The Shark, Chess Shark, casual, fast, rapid arena 10-0 next week. No spamming and begging. Spam begging. Beg spamming. Beg spamming. I'm sure that someone will get to you. One of our operators will get to you. Just hang on. Oh no. I think I'm like over caffeinated. Ali Reza, GM, Jim Morales, Danekis. Lots of people in the chat there. Why don't you join our tournament? WJ Loof, can I get a letter for work? I need more arena in my life. I'm suffering from a chest deficiency. Next week, I never do arenas. Let's do a 3-hour or 2.5 hour. I mean, I won't win because I rarely do. Well, I mean, I could win, but I rarely do berserking. You usually have to berserk to win an arena, especially a short one. Well, whatever. But I think the Chess Shark would like an arena format. It's going to be 10 though, because it's just stupid to do increments. Increments in arena format is really stupid. So we'll play 10-0 arena next week for something different. Chess Shark is with us. Pawnda's there, but his camera's not working. 10-0. I like that. The blowfish is in the storage unit. No. Yeah, the blowfish is in storage. Unfortunately. I pay like rent to keep the blowfish alive. I pay like a freaking mortgage payment every month to keep the blowfish and friends from being on like Pawn Stars or Storage Wars. Blowfish would be on Storage Wars TV show if I didn't just keep paying this blackmail money to the storage unit place. Alright. I'm paying like somebody's like freaking mortgage payment to rent a storage unit. It's criminal. Only in the good old United States of America could you pay, you know, the equivalent of like monthly rent or a mortgage payment to rent a freaking storage unit. Too high a level here. Dude, women's European Championship going on in Montenegro. Only one. This is really sad, man. I mean, honestly, this is pathetic, actually. The European Women's Championship is going on in Montenegro. How many Hungarian women are in the tournament? 1. How freaking sad is that? How sad is that? That's just pathetic, man. That's so sick, dude. Nice chess federation you got there. Unbelievable. Yeah, I guess they don't have any money, or they stole it all, or... Wow. Alright, we're going to start in 1 minute. I'm not really a Hungarian, because I'm American, but I root for the Hungarian players. So I live in... And it's not... No, Bianca doesn't play much. It's actually Vitalevente's sister, Sidonia. She's the only one playing. Alright. 17 players. He has a brother who's older, who's also pretty good. He's like an IM. And his sister, I think, is also older than him, but they're close in age, probably. Closer. I guess Levente is the youngest. So the father played, and he taught all his kids to play, kind of like a Polgar family, but better, in terms of being cooler. But anyway, Broftomov again in the first round. Are you freaking kidding me? Why do I get this guy? Anonymous player. Narrowly reaching 100 games. Yes, the English. So Levente's sister is now using the name Lazarne because she married a Hungarian guy named Lazar, but he passed away tragically after they were married a few years. So she keeps his name Lazarne Sidonia. So she doesn't have the Vita name anymore. So you wouldn't know if you looked at the list and you saw it, that was Levente's sister. Alright, time to play. The English. Yeah, she's a pretty strong women's player. Alright, so... But it's really sad. The Hungarians have very few players competing in these important tournaments. What did he do last time I did this? Oh, like knight f3. So what's the sharpest response to the English? That's a freaking good question, dude. Guess what? There is none. You know, knight f3 and c4 are so annoying to play against, and I know because I play it. Like, basically, the answer is that there is none. There is no sharp way to play against English and knight f3. It's like, it's a freaking disaster, man. I mean, it's kind of like a you know, it's a hyperbound opening. I mean, theoretically, I guess, WJ Luft, not to promote like Mark Esserman, but you could play like the reverse Smith Mora if you wanted to. I guess. Anani Mouse player with 100 bits, thank you. We appreciate the support. Yeah, this is a really bad pairing for me because he's like really super solid. I feel like we had a hedgehog already. That's a good question from WJ Luft, though. I mean, you know, okay, a lot of players who play sharp openings like Kasparov, Mikhail Tal, you know, they'll try to play a King's Indian type of setup against the English. But it's not the same, you know, because like white isn't engaging, you know. White's just like holding back and not engaging in the same way with this grabbing space and pushing a lot of pawns, so it doesn't work the same, you know. That's why, like, I don't know, Petrosian was so solid. I mean, the more reversed is probably not quite sound, but yeah, I mean, if you have to play something dynamic, so to speak, I guess that would be a suggestion. You could play the wing gambit in reverse, too. I mean, not yesterday, but Sunday in the Simul, I had a game against P2 Bot, who played the old gambit with b5 on move 3. This is very interesting. It's like probably like black's best move objectively. Unbelievable. Karpov used to play this. All the best things I ever learned were from my best friend in high school. He was a genius. I'm like playing his openings now. 35 years later. Okay, b3. Yeah, super solid move, of course. Why didn't I think of that when I played white? I mean, I guess I can play c5. That seems a bit odd. This feels inconsistent, but I guess it's okay. Really not a good choice against Rafdimov, who's very solid. Really don't want to swap pieces against a solid player, I don't think. I never played this very many times. So maybe the fourth game I played the knight a6 Queen's Indian, and I never had anyone play d3 before. And I can always play d5. But there's one thing I don't like about that. And I hope this works. I don't know what I'm frickin' doing here. Another idea against the English, that sharp WJ Loof, I suppose would be to play the Dutch, you know, but the Dutch against the English is basically like playing the Sicilian against the birds opening. I mean, all it really amounts to is like a closed Sicilian in reverse. Okay, now we have knight b4 at some point. I think that's the million-dollar question. Does knight b4 benefit black? I could sacrifice the exchange. Oh, he found that. Master had that move. Okay. Master Cliff. Cliff notes. So the old knight g5 trick, eh? Techie techie. I don't know. I mean, it's easy to presume that Raftomov is that same player, 10-year-old or whatever he was, 5-year-old, 10-year-old, wasn't it? 10-year-old, but I always call him 5-year-old. But I mean, he's faster than that player was. It seems like. Maybe I'm just slower than I used to be. Pawn takes d4, drops a piece. That's good. f5. How bad is f5? a3 comes in. Then pawn takes pawn. I don't like f5. It weakens my position. Knight c3. Doesn't do anything. You have some kind of Tal inside you. What? Oh, acerbate. Yeah, man. He has some crazy instincts. Of course. Fully extended. This cuts out the knight g5 shit completely. You know, that's the good thing. The good news is you cut out the knight g5 shit. The bad news is you, like, permanently weakened your position. Do you want the good news or the bad news first? Yeah. That's the best move. I was afraid of this move. But I'm probably not right. It's probably not right to be afraid. Don't be afraid. Wow, this is so weird. Just don't be afraid. Oh, I had this amazing tactic against some guy. Last week I should acerbate the game. Bishop e4 was like an intermezzo move that my opponent didn't see. Do you remember acerbate? Just out of the blue, like, in-between move that destroyed my opponent's position. Holy shit, he has queen b2. Jesus Christ. Okay, knight c2. Or take. Always take. Damn. This guy is just too good, man. I don't know. It's so weird. Knight c2, rook c1. Pawn takes pawn. This is just getting too bizarre now. This could get a little complicated. Oh no. Mr. Arlsberg? Mrs. Arlsberg? Are you sure? Are you sure about that square? That was weird. Alright. The sacrificial guy? Oh no. Alright, as long as sacrificial guy is not some account that's been banned in the past on a different account, you're welcome to play. Shocky, Jim, Mandrake, also relatively new player, Mandrake. Big Dummy is late. Anonymous player, late. Morales still playing, alright. Yeah, I don't trust my last game as far as I can throw it, so to speak. It's an old dadism. Did Asterby take out Jim? That would be something. That could be like, well, Asterby has technically wins against me. Morales has more time, but is 2 pawns down. So it's a Petrov? Oh no. The Petrov. Oh, Excel Poker just doesn't know theory and he played Bishop D3. It looks like an exchange French where the D-pawn went back to C3. Yeah, man, that's weird. Morales was out of book and dropped 2 pawns. Not a good game. Aldisto. Oh no. What is happening? Oh my god. Aldisto is down 2 knights. The 2 knights defense. Very nice. Morales, yes. Pirate. Akshak. Alright, so how many players do we have in total? 19 players. Everyone sucks but me. Excel Poker's still playing. Ali Reza. Let's check this out. Oh my gosh. Wait, there's a lot of pawns. Where did you get all those pawns? 3 pawns up. I want to get like a pawn counter. What was the opening here? Pearts. 150 attack / Jabava London. Now it's Benoni. Number 1 rule of Benoni is that you never castle queenside in the Benoni with white. But I suppose it's not that bad here because white hasn't played c4. It's more of a Pierce. Still, I wouldn't really like feel safe casting queenside. All right, but we'd end up collecting collecting a lot of pawns. King Marcher, welcome. I want to see what happened with Astrobate and Jim. Let's see this. Wow. So Astrobate tricked you at some point. 100 CPL. Oh man, you were killing him. He played d4 g6. Well, it's fine. I mean, but it's not an opening he knows. It's not a proper Benoni. This is Schmid Benoni. Man, Astrobate. Just, dude, what are you doing with bishop to d4? Okay. Oh my god. Astrobate, what is wrong, dude? It's the mushroom. You were doing mushroom vape before the game? You should save that for after the tournament. Seriously. Save the mushroom vape for after the tournament. Was my game actually okay? Wow. Look at my CPL. 99. That's like my best game of all time. 99% accuracy. The 5 CPL. Okay, it was a short game. It was 17 moves. But still. 5 CPL is pretty sus. From a streamer who sucks. Acer, what have you been smoking? No, I don't know what he does, man. He's like me. He's bipolar. I was never diagnosed as bipolar, but I have this new theory that I'm like bipolar in chess and poker. I'm a bipolar gamer. It's either like too tight or too loose. Nothing in the middle. That's pretty funny, Zen Chess. Yeah, I'm bipolar. I'm either drinking beer or I'm not. That's pretty funny, dude. Alright, this is over. So we're going on to round 2. By the way, guys, I will reiterate that, okay, we've got a stream on Thursday. I haven't gotten any submissions for the Thursday analysis stream. First of all, please, if you are a subscriber, you're welcome to submit a game to analyze on Thursday night stream. But my bigger announcement would be next Tuesday. We're going to host a tournament, but do an arena for Sharky, our new mascot, Poker Shark. I mean, Chess Shark. Whatever, dude. You're a Poker Shark? Where's the Chess Shark? So, Poker Shark. Shark Scope. But Chess Shark Arena 10 plus 0, 2.5 to 3 hours. Dude, Jim, Jim and XL Poker, Bishop D3 is not supposed to be a dangerous variation. But I guess, like, Morales didn't know what to do. That was the original move that Nimzovich played when he, like, initiated. Well, he was, like, one of the first people. They named it after him, that variation, right? But that move is considered to be innocuous compared to Bishop F4 and Bishop E3. Yeah, if you take Antonio out of book, you've got a good chance. You played a tournament on PokerStars? Flooded by Brazilian players. Dude, it was flooded by Brazilian players 5 years ago. And most of them are good, unfortunately. I mean, countries where, let's say, like, the standard of living is a little bit lower than the U.S. Maybe, I think like Hungary or Brazil or whatever. I think the players tend to be better in general because they can't afford to be bad. You know what I mean? Brazil has a tough standard of living, I would say. I mean, there are of course very wealthy people, but in general, you can't afford to be like a losing Hungarian or Brazilian poker player, man. Brazilians are very, very strong on there. All right, Ali Reza GM, but I quit PokerStars 6 years ago. Many reasons. Okay. Sladgie Global Poker Index. What are we gonna do? Poker Shark. I meant to say Chess Shark. Ali Reza GM. You saw me on ICC in St. Utal. Yeah, that's weird. No, I don't have if I'm on ICC, very rarely. I'm never looking at the I may be like analyzing a game or something. I'm like never looking at the chat. Sorry, Zen Chess. Yeah, I would see a message eventually, but I probably will always miss like tells. I never play on there anymore. Uh-oh, Berlin defense. I played knight c3 earlier this week against Richie. I know what I'm doing. I'm playing like the two knights with white. Like, the only hope is that black playing the Berlin defense, may not face this that much. Most people will castle or play d3. Yeah, the interesting thing about Brazilian players, PokerStars, and all that, I don't think it's as applicable in chess, although, okay, there was like the Russian school of chess and stuff. But I always felt when I was playing poker that there were literally like styles that you could almost predict people's stylistic approach to the game based on where they were from, Like the Latin players or the Brazilians tended to be very, very aggressive. It's funny, in poker there seemed to be more of a sort of a geographical influence on style than in chess. But of course, in chess we did have it. I mean, you had like the Soviet school of chess, I think. Although that's like wearing off at this point. There is no more Soviet school of chess. No, not all Russian players are good at end games necessarily, like in the old days. The lines are blurred. Alright, so we've gone from Berlin defense to four knights game to Steinitz defense. That's pretty weird. So how many players do we have in tournament altogether? Usually we get about 20. It'll be interesting to see next week. Maybe we'll get some more players because we're going to do an arena. The chat, you guys, chill with the chat. There's, too much flooding of the chat right now. This is not good for black, I would assume. Well, you guys who are from India or Asia, it's pretty late here. It must be, if anyone is playing or watching from India, Australia, Asia, it's like midnight. Yeah. I mean, if you have a job or school, that's pretty difficult. So, yeah, very strange play by Black in the opening here. I'm not sure he's necessarily lost, but he didn't know necessarily what he's going to do, you know, and in the opening bishop e7 is a mistake, I guess. Although it looks like an innocuous move, you're in a pin, so... Capped innocuous. Holiday tomorrow. Oh. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow morning. This is my warm-up for the Wednesday stream. First game, 5 cent upon loss. I don't remember that. I had a 6 cent upon loss recently, but I can't remember having a 5 cent upon loss. That's nearly one of my best of all time. So here's an interesting situation. I'm thinking, like, not obvious what you should do here. At all. There's just too many choices. Knight d7. Even bishop c6 is worth considering, right? That's like a simple solution. In all variations, white is slightly better, but can I win? You are too early. Oh yeah, you're too early to challenge me for tomorrow morning. Polarized between beer or no beer. It's my first beer since Saturday. So that's pretty good. I mean, good. Yeah, this has got to go, but maybe not immediately. Although he could play bishop f5. This is a strange move by white. How bad can it be? I always tell people not to like pin the bad bishop. But honestly, I wanted to castle queenside, and trading bishops I don't mind. He has a bishop pair here. The opponent has a bishop pair. You should generally try to like trade it off. You get very surprised to see Hikaru streaming 6 to 8 hours a day playing Bullet. The ongoing American Cup. What is that like? Some St. Louis crap again? I wish the St. Louis Chess Club would like get sued out of existence over the Alejandro Ramirez thing. Is that nice to say? No. But I hate that whole thing. I hate Rex Singfield and the St. Louis Chess Club. I hate the way everyone sucks up to that billionaire. How he's trying to take over like the American chess world with his money and shit, and it's just so disgusting. Dude, I mean, you're that strong. He's just strong, you know? Hikaru is an experienced player in all time controls. He doesn't forget how to play classical chess. I mean, he'll never be as good as Magnus. Knight takes c6. But that's not the point. The American Cup. Screw you with your right-wing chess club. I can't believe everyone just goes there and accepts that guy, Sinkfield, just because he has money. It's so disgusting. The chess center of the United States. Whatever. Alright. I'm just a bitter European. The Trump Chess Club. Special guests Susan Polgar, Lev Albert, and Max Sladgie will be your hosts at the St. Louis Chess Club with a very, very special guest, Senator Josh Hawley. A big up, everybody, for Josh Hawley. Alright, what are we going to do here? Jesus Christ. Sladgie, political chess streamer. Even if I was Republican, I would hate those people. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm just excited like Donald Trump is going to run for president again, and I'm going to win another bet. It's unthinkable. I'm going to make another, like, big chunk of money on betting on the presidential election in 2024. I didn't think it could happen. Like, people are unlimited. It's unlimited, stupid. Like, they're just, it's unlimited stupidity. There's no limit. You'd like be like, no way they're gonna like nominate Trump for the presidency again after all the shit that's happened. That would be the stupidest thing ever, right? They will, dude. They'll do it again. Sladgie just counting the money. How much you want to bet? Did you guys hear about oh, there was a what was it? Talk show oh shit, you have a move here. Whoa. Wait a second. Okay, this is okay. He like pre-moved. Lindsey Graham bet Al Franken $20 on national TV that Donald Trump would be invited in the presidential election. Dude, bring it on. I mean, come on, open the checkbook and tell me how much you want to bet. Jesus Christ, dude. It's just free money, you know? If you can bet on the U.S. presidential election and you want free money, just free money, man. It's unbelievable. If you live in Europe and you have money and you can bet, dude, just put your money in. I mean, it's just free money. You want an investment tip? I mean, if Biden doesn't die before 2024, I mean, you're winning the bet, plus you're getting, like, odds because of these moronic people who can't, like, you know, stay in touch with reality. Unbelievable. I didn't mean it as political rant. It's just, you know, it's unthinkable. Even if you're on the far right, like, you're an idiot to go down this road again. I know, dude. It's like, why are you betting $20 on on television when both of you are probably, well, I mean, I'm sure that Lindsey Graham has more money. Well, actually, you know, Al Franken. Well, Al Franken probably has money too. Actually, I don't know. But anyway, they're both doing fine. Um, yeah, that's just totally staged. They have better health care, Repunj. I like Al Franken. Alright. You think he's going to draw this ending? Can black actually draw this ending? If I trade rooks, I probably should be on the safe side and not do that. Dude, cinema is special, you know. Jesus Christ. She should have gone into, like, different. She would have made, like, billions as a influencer or something. Well, she's going to have to get a new job at this point. Look, Ma, no weaknesses. Key is not to create any unnecessary pawn weaknesses. And then his bishop can't get in to, like, eat my pawns on the other side. Oh no. I have rook takes. Yeah, man. I like I keep saying this every stream, but it's like I have an interesting move here, f4. Just not gonna cut it. You can never go wrong with centralizing your queen. This should be a winning position for white. Ripley's Believe It or Not. Do you remember that? There must be like more than that. 2 senators in their 80s. There must be more than that, man. Only 2? That's practically hard to believe. Alright, this is gonna be a win. It better be a win. It's like a carnival game. 3 pawns for $2. You know, the sad thing is, like, a lot of, like, people who really aren't knowledgeable about chess think, like, the Botez sisters are really, you know, super talents. They're, like, top chess talents. They'd be, like, at the bottom of the cross table in European women's. I mean, alright. Back to chess tournament. How goes it? It goes. It's going. Have we been talking about Arsenal fan today? The viewers on this stream, we don't really watch Botez. I have to admit, I've never watched a Botez stream. Sorry. I'm not into, like, scammers. Or fake people, but... No, we're just having fun. You know, Tuesdays always makes me think of these, like, gross streamers. Wow, interesting endgame. XL Poker getting... What's happening here? He's black. Okay, we're coming toward me. No, this is white side, yeah. XL Poker's winning. Very nice. Very nice. I honestly don't understand why people find Botez attractive. I mean, she's not ugly or anything, but I don't think she's particularly attractive. I don't get it, you know, really. To be perfectly honest, maybe I'm missing something. Alright, that's my opinion. So, XL Poker gets the win. Alright, Pawnda fast rapid. Aldistor. Arsenal fan has loose standards. It doesn't take much, like walking by the farmyard would probably trigger the same thing. Alright, I'm just having fun, dude. No, I mean, seriously, dude. Go to the European women's, and there's a lot of attractive players there. You don't have to compare everyone to Humpy and the Humpty Hump. Alright. I'm just bitter because Humpy beat me twice. She's a good player. She's a real chess player. Wow. That's a novelty. Alright, Aldisto and Jim. Drawing it. Good job, Jim. XL Poker. Okay, so the mysterious sacrificial guy. Let's see. What do we got here? 29 CPL, 3 inaccuracies. Uh-oh. And then the other game. Oh god. I don't have a good feeling about this. Nope. Black was better. He made a mistake. He made a mistake and an inaccuracy. So he's not perfect. FIDE 1400. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Hmm. 2149, chess 960, dude, seriously? Puzzle Storm 62. I don't use an engine. Like, seriously, how could you be 1400 FIDE and be 2500 in Bullet? Alright, he hasn't faced anyone strong yet. I got to assume everyone's cheating. Why is every Indian player like 1,000 points underrated, dude? Like, seriously. My theory is that they just don't have FIDE tournaments, because FIDE charge like, you know, large fees to host tournaments. You're unrated still? Well, it's better to be unrated than 1400, man. 1,400 FIDE. Yeah, I mean, why is everyone in the entire country of India underrated by 1,000 rating points? You guys are like destroying the rating system. I mean, you come to Europe playing tournaments and like just wreck everybody's ratings and like carnage to the entire rating system. It's terrible. Something needs to be done about it. The rating system is broken. Well, yeah, it's broken as a consequence of, you had a FIDE rating system where previously the floor was like, whatever, 1,800. Previous to that, it was like 2,000. Previous to that, it was 2,200. And now you've like let the floor go down to the maximum to like whatever. You're just opening up like a bottomless pit. And all these players with like really like mega low ratings are gonna just totally destroy the whole system. Yeah, like if I get a message from somebody saying, "Hey, do you want to play in an IM tournament?" and I look at the list and there's like 3 players from India, I'm like, I don't think so. I don't particularly want to just like lose 10 rating points before I even start the tournament because, a quarter of my opponents are underrated by 200 points. You're just automatically losing rating points before you even like enter the tournament. Like, why would I want to do that? The rating system needs to be fixed. This is a weird setup. It's like a combo variation. I don't really understand the dynamics of the geography of India as far as chess tournaments go, but I'll tell you guys what I think the solution to the problem would be for FIDE to stop freaking charging fees for tournaments to be rated. If the International Chess Federation would get some goddamn sponsors to actually, and I'm sure they could, to get sponsors to pay for rating fees of tournaments in India and all over the world, and I'm sure they could. They don't need to charge, $50 or whatever for every 50 euros for whatever tournament they host. It's a scam, man. At the bottom of it is like FIDE charging money for these. I know they need money to operate, but they could get sponsors. If the International Chess Federation fees for tournaments could be sponsored, then we could fix the rating system, probably. There'd at least be hope. B3. Alright. I mean, I'm talking about like the rating fees that the International Chess Federation, to rate the tournament, they charge, your National Chess Federation or the organizers of the tournament some amount of money. And that's why, there's not enough tournaments in India that are FIDE rated, probably. They can't afford to pay 50 euros for every tournament. the World Chess Federation doesn't do anything about this type of thing. They're just like charging money. It doesn't cost that much money to put these results into a computer and generate a rating. It's kind of a scam, you know, honestly. The U.S. Chess Federation does it, you know, to some degree with U.S. tournaments, but global sponsorship could solve that problem. Of course, some officials are getting money and stuff. Some chess politicians. That's like going bowling. These cost like 25 cents per game, Mr. Coffee. Dude, seriously, it's just like putting results in a computer, man. It doesn't cost nearly what they're getting for rating these tournaments. Yeah, well, Arsenal fan, I mean, that's the problem with American tournaments, but hopefully you have a choice about what tournaments to play in, and you can pick ones where the organizers aren't so biased toward the higher rated players. In the US, it's a little bit better, the system, I think. I mean, I think that we have a lot of class tournaments in the United States. Bishop takes c6. What's this? Is this like a dragon? If he plays h5, what do I do? Like take with the G pawn? I like take with the G pawn. Or I can ignore it, but that opens the h file completely. Welcome, Marco. Cheating in chess? You don't say. That's why I won't play online tournaments ever. The other day, Bogdan Lalich was complaining on Facebook. Of course, on chess.com, he played some tournament, and some guy who was rated like 1800 played a perfect game, or 1600 played a perfect game against him. No, come on, man. I mean, honestly, at this point, what do you expect, man? Yeah, Bogdan's Facebook posts. He was real, like, upset because I guess someone responded to his report or whatever. No, it was like a 1600, but still, you know, I mean, he's a GM. It was a pretty obvious, like, I'm not a guy who was like trying to hide the fact that he was cheating. It looked like to me, like an overt cheater sort of thing, where clearly the site just hadn't got around to, you know, they just probably hadn't had the time to get around to responding or checking it out, you know. I mean, Bogdan Lalich is not a high-rated player now. He's down under 2,400. But to be honest, he was like 2,600 at one point. I mean, he's a really very, very knowledgeable player. he's very eccentric and weird, but strong grandmaster objectively. But it's just like, dude, at this point, if you're gonna cry about online cheating, I mean, you get what you deserve just playing in those tournaments. You know, any kind of a cash tournament. I'm not talking about like just a random, you know, tournament. It was a money tournament. Some dubious crap, of course, but you know, it's like at this point, the horse is out of the barn. It's almost ridiculous to complain. Yes, Bogdan, we know like half the players online are cheating. But why do you put yourself in that situation? Okay, he's desperate, he wants to make money, but it's just not worth it, you know? Claw. Look at those bishops. They're overrated. I'll tell you what I like better than the bishops is my central pawns. The wave. Do the roar. I gotta be careful here. I mean, Alisto is dangerous. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep my bishops. But the central pawns might be longer lasting. That was a close one. I was seriously worried there. No, he's a crafty player. Odell. Odell Beckham Jr. Here we go with the Nimzovich shit again. He has a perfect pawn structure. He got rid of my... Well, not perfect, but... very few weaknesses. He got rid of my dangerous bishop pair. I don't like this. I really don't like this anymore. You found that. Man. Ferociously strong. But my king is going to change the... It's going to change the game. Ferociously strong. Aldisto. Somehow he manages to turn the Alekhine. How do you turn the... Exactly, what's happening there? A4? How do you turn the Alekhine into a B3 Sicilian? How exactly does that happen? I gotta find a way to like tactically blunder here. Jesus, mother of... His king is marching into the middle. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. No. You know what? That's freaking crazy. Screw that, man. Screw that. You do your king in the middle. Unbelievable. He's gone up rating wise, right? Blockade, he is Nimzovich. Koth. F3. Wow. I'm sorry, but F3 is a little bit nuts, no? This is getting really bizarre. He has like the king immunity. Immunity from prosecution. King immunity. That move. Alright. That was lucky. He got in time pressure. I think he was better after King D4. But obviously, who knows? Let's see. That's crazy. See how the engine feels about this king maneuver. That's okay. He's testing the water. Just seeing how warm it is. So the computer thinks that white is better by half a pawn. So it was only like when he played F3 that... Even now, he's still a tiny bit better. Yeah, I was afraid you would play F4 and like change your mind. You should have played F4 here. It was solid blockade of that. It actually wasn't until now that he started to have problems. Interesting game. I was never really... Well, apparently I was better earlier, but I missed something. On H5 I shouldn't have played G-takes. It's okay. What did I do wrong? I thought, oh, what can possibly go wrong after the queen trade? Well, dropping the h-pawn is a bad idea. This queen on d3. The Acer mate. I could have played like bishop f5. For example. Unorthodox. Alright, what's happening in the tournament? Ortho. Excel poker? Sacrificial guy is gone. Uh-oh. Gone but not forgotten. Taking f3 with a pawn was okay for me, you mean? Or okay for him? That's a queen. Alright. Excel poker. Yeah, of course. Of course, of course. I mean, I assumed he was going to take with the pawn. Yeah, I mean, taking with the rook was totally bad. Exactly. Alright, this is not... If you're going to put your king on d4, you have to ensure its safety. So pawn takes, exactly. One ongoing game. This strong field. We have 10 players. You know, like 12, 13, 14, 15 players. Everybody's dropping out, though. 15 players over 2,000. Stop dropping out. Stop, drop, and roll. Morales. Morales running out of time. Morales, don't lose on time. Just don't. Please. Just don't. Interesting move. Wow. Everyone sucks but me. That's right. What a move. What a move. And counter move. This is crazy. Wait a minute. What is happening here? No, push! You could have pushed. Damn, he missed push. But it's complicated enough as it is. Wow. Holy shit. I remember this one game when Alexander Ivanov played Julian Hodgson and he had like knight and 2 pawns against the queen. But Hodgson couldn't win. It was funny. Oh man. Obviously this is a draw. Anybody can see that. Make a knight. Funny if you made a knight there. Black's winning. No, I mean it's a theoretical ending. Might be. But bishop pawn, pretty good. Bishop pawn's better than a knight pawn. Yeah, you're probably winning, but I wouldn't be able to tell you without analyzing it. I thought he should have played f4 instead of knight f4 too. It looked really strong. But I mean, queen endings are tricky, man. But I think most likely the bishop pawn is definitely a win. Most cases. Though the white king needs to the white king should be like far away. Like on a h8 or probably like, I don't know, h8 would be the best position for the white king. h8 or a8. You want the king like far away from possible queen trade checks. There was a draw? Maybe. It would serve Morales right if he draws this. After winning, I mean drawing that piece down, ending against me with his million queen checks. Here we go. There is a problem. Check, check, check. You can't check here, and the king's in a bad place. See, you need this king to be like in a distant position. It doesn't help white that his king is there. Only hope is the king is far away and you can avert. Repunch. That's what I do. I mean, not playing Blitz and Bullet. But people don't respect that. You have to play Bullet with Alexandra Botox. Yeah, he seems like a serious chess player. Dura Bayleaf. Draw. That's quite a defense from Everyone Sucks But Me. The mysterious Everyone Sucks But Me. It's a good score against me, 5-3. Okay. Back to the tournament. Excel Poker. Big Dummy. The Sacrificial Lamb. Hip Hop Checkmate. May King March. Making merch. Akshak. Shaki. Aldisto. Jim is out. Jim had to go to work. Brief Punch, what are you doing? Stop that. I have to ban you again? Tired, played Bullet all day. What happened to Arsenal? He didn't play? Zenchess doesn't play? Zenchess lost to who? I can't even see. That's really annoying. That's so annoying that I can't click on that and see who he played, but whatever. Zenchess lost to... Oh, Shaki. Next week we're going to do an arena. Just for something different. To the Chess Shark. F4 is lost for black. Well, I couldn't calculate it on the way. So good job for not playing that then. Heroku is here. And Sigaroni. Sigourney Weaver. Morales. Good to have our VIP Morales in the house. Acerbate. Acerbate got a win. Uh-oh. Acerbate got the win against Heroku. Wow. The upset. What happened? Wait, what? Wait, in that position, Heroku's up a piece? But he's like getting mated or something? You're getting mated? I can't see that. What the heck is that game? Heroku resigned to give him a win? Wait, what? White resigned. White resigned after queen takes c8. He resigned by accident. Poker shark. Poker shark's gonna freak out. Stupid non-opening. We can transpose to the Caro Can. What happens if I play f3? Yeah, we can always play g3, obviously. So what is this? Exactly. King's Indian. You can play d4. That's fine. I'm gonna double shark you. Double shark. Mrs. Arlsberg. If you play d4 here, we have a Nimzovich in reverse. Mrs. Arlsberg. Pawnda, we have a camera problem. I need to buy another webcam or something. It's just not working. I have to figure out what's going on. I suspect it's not the camera, but the drivers or something. Something happened to the camera that it would just like stop working. Not like I dropped it on the floor. They had blowfish for starters. The two knights Caro is fine. But it's pretty popular, so I think that, you know, XL Poker will be up on that. Of course, this is nothing for white. It's simply a King's Indian in reverse. It's nothing special, but it's fine too. You know, it's a game. It's not good. It's not bad. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's simply a Tory attack. Jim. Do we like to take with My Little Pony? My Little Pony. Okay, like if pawn takes e5. Pawn takes e5, queen e2. d3. Pawn takes e5, queen e2, bishop d6, f4. Pawn takes... I mean, there's no need to take with the pawn, though. Yeah, pawn cakes. Pawn cakes or fish flakes. A friend of mine is fish flakes. Pawn cakes followed by fish flakes will be on the menu. Sup? Sambal chess. I just thought, like, obviously pawn takes is possible. It's like a reverse Trompowski. Although, I just want to say that if I do play pawn takes, it would be bad if I couldn't play f4. But I think it would have been alright. It would have been alright. Now, with more light squares. I feel like we've seen this type of thing before. Future. His racist attitude, jeez. Well, I mean, there's other players who are overtly, like, 18th century sexists, like Mamajarov. You know, PC hasn't really hit, like, Eastern Europe, Western Asia yet, so... But... Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if I agree that believing that, you know, players from certain country cheat more is necessarily racist. But obviously it's very likely to be construed that way. And it's the graphics of it are very bad. I mean, it is very likely that players from certain countries do cheat more than others. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, I mean, Jababa has obvious, like, issues with self-control, you know? I think it's unbelievable that he got as far as he did with his, like, rage quitting and lack of, like, emotional control. He must be immensely talented to get as far as he did, you know, without that shit, like, getting in the way. If you think about it. I mean, if you think about it, Fischer's career was destroyed by his mental illness. We all have mental illness on some level. Mental illness is just simply a scale, you know, right? But, yeah, Jababa seems pretty unstable. I mean, but honestly, if you go... I live in Hungary, you know, it's moderately bad here. But if you go, like, further... You know, he's from where, like... I mean, Georgia... Armenia... They don't have this sort of Western PC respect for women. I mean, they're very more likely to be... What happened with what? It was Ilya Smirin? Ilya Smirin commentator career ended when he disrespected women. Georgia. It's a cultural thing, man. Go to Transylvania. I mean, they respect women, but their place is in the kitchen, you know? Stuff like that. They're not going to thrive in a PC society. I still think it's unbelievable you could get to 2,700 with having the mental issues that Jababa has. I mean, it's very hard to get that strong, you know, if you have these, like, weaknesses. You start raging and ranting and stuff. You can't control your emotions. How the heck do you get to 2,700? But I would assume he probably got worse, you know. I mean, COVID wasn't good for anybody. I'd be willing to wager that That probably plays a role. Untouchability. That's funny, Mr. Coffee. That's a good one. Untouchability? Is that like when you can't touch other people? The rule of untouchability. Untouchability rule. I'm really into my personal space, so I personally don't like touching strangers unless they're particularly attractive. Well, I mean, dude, India has a lot of problems with like, you know, abuse of women and stuff, so I imagine that that's a big issue where you live. It is everywhere, but Jabava not doing well in the PC culture. He might like the St. Louis Chess Club. He should hang out with Alexander. What's his name? Alejandro Ramirez. Dude, I was in a college fraternity, and we had a lot of parties, and I know the rules. You know, I know how to behave around people. I mean, you have to be very mindful and respectful of others. Daggers in our hands. He played e4. Shit. That sucks, dude. I have to take. Bishop takes f2 check. T-bone stakes. Well, I mean, dude, first of all, you Indian players are like personally responsible for taking away like 50 of Jobava's rating points, probably. First of all, there's like deflation. Then there's like Indian players taking away everyone's rating points. Am I racist to say that? No, it's true. Like, players from certain countries are massively underrated. There's generally deflation, plus Jobava's mental illness. Plus, he probably played a lot of players from India or something. No, dude, I mean, he plays a lot, right? He's very unstable, man. I mean, look at his style. The games he plays, he's going to have massive rating fluctuations. He's not like Karyakin or something, or Peter Leko. When you have a style like Jabava, I mean, you're going to go up and down by like 100 rating points, just naturally. Nah, I think he needs a sports psychologist. This sucks, dude. Can't believe he has this. That ruined my whole dynamics. Yeah, he must have had some problems. We have life problems. This is such a disappointment. This whole game. He like literally pre-moved. Rook takes d8. I mean, India players are not the only ones who are underrated, but it's the best example because there's the most players come from India with massively, massively low ratings that are inappropriate. G5, does that work? Oh. Oh no. Now I'm probably lost. Probably lost. Also, young players are underrated. There's a new concept from Nefedov. Well, I mean, like, the fact that you have to start at the bottom with these, like, arbitrary sort of low ratings. I remember, like, hey, one of our viewers, Mirko, and Tony, played one tournament in Italy. He won almost all of his games, and he still came out with a low rating in his first tournament. What's that about? Hyper chess. Is this like a joke, dude? His endgame is that good? Plays like perfect moves using no time. That's interesting. Look at this play by Black. 1 cent upon loss. Good game. Not really. Good game for you, maybe. That was like a computer-like game by Black, dude. I mean, seriously. You played like 1 inaccuracy? Dude, wow. E4. G5. Every move. I'm just lost. That was literally a perfect game by Black. You made one inaccuracy the whole game? You play every game like that? That's pretty impressive. We have a player wanting to join the team. I didn't even make any mistakes or blunders. He's definitely sus. This is so sick. How can I be worse? I try to inject a little bit of life into this boring crap, and I'm like punished. Immediately Black is better after knight f6 and after bishop g2. Are you kidding me? Like, wow, that's a really dynamic game there. Damn. That's ugly. Shit. I could play with computers. 16 cent upon loss. Again, the same thing against Sladgie. Sladgie made 6 inaccuracies, no mistakes. Look at the way he's playing. Are you kidding me? Only against Akshak. Akshak must be totally crazy to make you play a game like that. You sure you're not Schieberspieler? Another perfect game. 0 inaccuracies, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders. 10 cent upon loss from Excel Poker. What is your FIDE rating like? You must be higher than me. That was a short game, though. So somehow Akshak had the power to make him not perfect. I guess playing chaotic. He even plays the same openings as Schieberspieler. He must be like a 2350 FM. Excel Poker claims his FIDE rating is like 2100 or something. But I'm beginning to wonder. Now we're playing 2350. My move. Oh, I'm still raging about my loss. That was painful. Well, judging by the Excel Poker game, Akshak must be really... You'll play the London against him. It seems like he likes boring. The boringer the better. That's like playing against Schieberspieler. Boring is better. 1998. Well, you play like it. Obviously. 10 CPL every game. 1998. Wow, dude. That's perverse. Are you like selling games or something? Too many draws? Now what do I do? There's only Varga. Okay, I don't have to play A5, but I suppose it's probably for the best. Yeah, I mean, Excel Poker, that's a bit much, you know, to be playing like perfect games you're 1998. Only like Indian kids are allowed to do that. And you're like living in Germany. You would be like destroying. You should move. I told you should move to Austria. They're much weaker on that side of the border. You gain a lot of rating points over there. Reminding me of my game with Neftov, but it's not a 4-pawns attack. I mean, in a country like Germany, though, like, there's no reason why Excel Poker should be like 1998. I mean, that's ridiculous. There's lots of weak players for him to take points from. That's very strange. I mean, you're playing in like little tournaments with little kiddies or something. I mean, you must be playing all children who are like massively underrated in order for that to happen. I mean, if you play that strong, you would easily like reach 2200. Maybe he gets bored in long time controls and starts like losing his concentration or something. Man, this is a very solid game by White. How did this player create chaos? He seems so balanced to me. How did he create chaos against Excel Poker? The game against Excel Poker in Akshak looked like it was based on the graph. It was like a King's Gambit or something. Oh, it was because it was an advanced variation. Oh yeah. Okay. Advanced Caro. If I take the central pawn, computer will probably be all over bishop takes f3, knight takes d4, but maybe not. I think I need more time to make that decision. My instinct would be to take it normally, but I just didn't really see a particularly strong follow-up, and I have a lot of weaknesses on the white squares. After losing my light square bishop. Bishop f3, knight d4, bishop b7, rook b8, bishop a6 or something. What do I do? You know, I guess I had to wait and find some kind of subtle move there. I was looking at like knight e6 to c5 or something. Glad you saw it my way. We did it my way. Uh-oh. What's bishop e5 about? Alright. By the way, I don't know the theory here. This is just a Zoli Varga. Knight b6, Aliakin. It's a sideline that like most people don't think about. And Zoli had good results with it. I remember once Brian Smith was here, and I think he had to play Varga. He was preparing that line. I think there was another player from Russia or something also played it in the Aliakin. Yeah, a4, the way that white did this at some point is a move to punish the knight on b6. But I don't know when or exactly how you're supposed to do it. It's a London. Rook d2. At least I'm not playing XL Poker again. Playing him once is enough per tournament. What's the strategy? Knight c4. I like knight c4. Somebody's got to beat XL Poker. I mean, come on. Of course, if he plays every game with 10 CPL, it's going to be impossible. I just didn't think I could ever possibly lose. You know, it's amazing how quickly my position went from equal to lost in like 2 moves. There's no in between. I play like this solid position, trying to grind him down, and I'm just lost almost instantly. It's weird. G5 was the key move. Well, yeah. The problem was I missed something. Right. Bishop takes e4. I thought I had bishop takes e4, but it doesn't work. Other than that, it's great. I saw g5, you know, before, but didn't think it was a problem. So how does this work exactly? Good pressure. The pressure cooker. Bishop takes. I could sack the exchange. Speaking of sacrifices. Wow. Some crazy shit going on. It is really, really passive here. No, I mean, it looks like I made a good call not doing bishop takes f3, because now my late square bishop is the best minor piece on the board, I think. Or the most important one, anyway. He's given up his light square bishop, which was a mistake. He did what I didn't want to do, which was give up my white square bishop for a knight. And bishops are stronger than knights. Believe it. If you've heard that before, you heard the truth. There are exceptions to the rule, of course, but yeah, I mean, I guess I made a mistake thinking I had no losing chances against Excel Poker. I should have played more dynamically in retrospect. I play better in dynamic positions. B5. What else? Pile on. D5. White's like a pro defensive player. How do you break him down? Now you need a quiet move. Prophylaxis. Jiraxis. Oh, that's interesting. I can do that too. You know, White, a player, judging by the way he's playing, who gets bad positions and defends pretty well. Probe. Send up a probe. Join. It's too late. Kaleidoscope guy. This is like round 4. Round 5. Round 5, right? Screw round 4. This is round 5. F5 wins a piece. You gotta do it. It wins a piece. Just kidding. Just kidding. It doesn't really win a piece. This doesn't actually win a piece. But we're enhancing our space advantage. I'm increasing the scope of my rook. I've only been able to make one of these and you had to join late. Get a different time zone, dude. What pants you wear? Utilikilt. Have you guys heard about those? They're trying to like ban them in Tennessee or something. Oh my god, we're gonna outlaw utilikilts. What a position. Rook E2 is brilliant though. You gotta give him credit for that move. See? A true defensive superstar. But why did I not play F4? Because it sucks? That could be a potential reason. This guy is a pro defender, I'm telling you. What's not defended in the white position? The B2 pawn. It's the only thing that's not defended. Now he's piling up on the E file. Alright. Tactical kilt. Tacticilts. Very popular in deep Eastern Europe. Oh no. So now I finally found something. Oh, that's not good. Now, wait, you're attacking my knight? I blundered? Wait a second. The misses. Mrs. Arse. I don't mean to make light of the illness. But, just the concept of Mrs. Arse. Mr. and Mrs. Arse. It's kind of funny. I'm sure I'm going to screw this up. I'm only up 2 pawns now. It's never over. But it's definitely not Excel Poker. I'd like to see a match between Excel Poker and Mr. Slowhand. Sometimes Excel Poker makes mistakes, though. Alright. Yeah, dude, he's like a defensive genius. This guy is a defensive genius. It's sick. He would never resign in like a million years. Simul death battle of the sus German players. Alright. We'll get we'll make it international. Look at this move. Of course. King G H3. I really should say take his knight at some point. Damn. Mr. Slow is probably like 1997 FIDE. And Excel Poker is 1998 or something like that. Very close. Okay, enough is enough. I've had enough. I could drop a rook on rook e1. Alright, he resigned. What happened to Heroku? How was my game? My other Alekhine was like 5 Cinnabon loss or something. Or was it that a different opening? Next time I'm playing the reverse Alekhine against someone on Sound. Or what's his name? XL Poker. What's your name? XL Poker said, oops. Alright. What's up? Inbox. Preferences. Team. Guys, next week is... What? You lost to Making Merch? Making Merch. Oh, Making Merch, wait. Oh, another German player. Dude, you're like... What are you doing? You're cannibalizing each other. That's supposed to beat your countrymen? I mean, clearly Making Merch is also underrated on lichess. I mean, if you look at his score against me, he's got 33%. I mean, that's pretty decent. And with a low blitz rating. So he drew against Big Dummy. Dude, that's like drawing a computer. Big Dummy either drops a piece or plays perfectly. He's very polarized. Yeah. No, he's 10 and 5. I mean, he's 5 out of 15, which is decent. I guess some of the games are simul games. Alright, so this is the last round now. We got 2 more. Alright. 2 more rounds left. So plenty of time. Catch up. Altisto's lurking with 3.5. Everyone sucks. Everyone sucks with a chance. Arsenal joined to play spoiler in the last round. Alright, no more knight c3. My knight c3 statistics just like went down the toilet because of XL Poker. I probably had a good score that opening to that game. Will that count as a... Yeah, it won't count as a Caro-Kann. I love the London. You guys know that. I'm going back to my... I'm going to my wheelhouse, which is d4. The parry attack. Come on, man. I'm trying to play real chess, not like systems. Ochotnik was posting on his Facebook. I play A5. Ochotnik was posting about his Barry attack book. But I thought, like, honestly, like, if anybody writes a book on the Barry attack, it should be Hebden. I mean, he's the expert, you know. It feels weird. I mean, Hebden never writes books, but he's definitely the Barry attack expert. Remember when he beat John Nunn with it in Hastings, in the Hastings premiere, which was a pretty big upset. Something of an upset. Now, Yeah, I played this position with black. Not in over the board game, I don't think. I prefer bishop a6, but it's a little on the dubious side. That was Romanishan's favorite. That's fun, but it's not completely correct, I think. This is solid for black. Yeah. Someone against me like got their bishop trapped. I think Zen Chess, or I can't remember who it was now. It was quite a while ago. They left the bishop on b4. So what are you supposed to do now? Good question. What would Keith Arkle do? Go for the endgame. I mean, it's a normal position. No d5. Queen there, is that interesting? What would Ivanchuk do? Queen b8. I was just wondering about Queen c2. Black probably plays bishop e4 there. Yeah, I mean, I was just looking at Queen c2, bishop e4, Queen c1. That's probably an interesting try. I mean, although he could play like I played in the first game, with something with knight a6 maybe. This is just... Been there, done that. Of course. 94, obviously. The Jubava, Barry, Colley, Stonewall, London. To win by force. For just $399, you can own Lev Albert's new complete workbook, Winning by Force with White. Okay, F5. Wow. Yeah, well, that's a different story. That is a story. This is a story of a lovely lady. Speaking of G5, God, Brady Bunch. I hated the Brady Bunch with a passion. You know, most children like the Brady Bunch. I just hated it. Can I play knight to G5? Never works. It's like tactics. How did you study and prepare back in your Ode the Word tourney days? Touring the world. Dude, I never toured the world. I played in areas with occasional forays to other dimensions. Touring the world is a bit of an exaggeration. Nowadays, like, International Master is virtually meaningless. When the St. Louis Chess Club and the Charlotte Chess Center host, like, norm tournaments every week. Okay, they have to have foreign players. There's a ton of foreign players living in the U.S. In my day, yeah. Yeah, I never made, well, it ended up that I never made a norm that mattered in the U.S. I did make some IM norms in the World Open and stuff, but it was I already had all my norms by 1999. Am I going to lose again? You wouldn't even think about it. I dare you to play c5. I freaking triple dare you. Quadruple dare you to play c5. No, he's not going to play c5. What am I doing, though? It's obvious what I'm doing, isn't it? Is it? Unclear. Yeah, of course it's hard to get the IM title. I mean, I went to college, man. I didn't start going for the IM title until I had already graduated with the bachelor's degree. I wasn't a child prodigy yet. I didn't start playing till I was 12. Wow, e5, this guy is freaking strong. Nah, I take it back. Should I sack the exchange? I'm just kidding. Should I sack the exchange? No, he's really strong. Jesus. I have to take, right? I didn't try to get the IM title till I got my first norm. And then I started really... It wasn't until that I really tried for it. I think I would have done the same thing with the GM title, but the first norm never came, so... If I had gotten my first GM norm, I would have doubled down and really made a really powerful effort to get the GM title, but never happened, never materialized. If I hadn't got the first IM norm, maybe I would have not been going beyond FIDE Master. Okay. Okie dokie. So, make chess great again. Yeah, I think I need to be careful here. What's the problem? Think you calculated chess. Okay, we managed to scoop a pawn. Scooper duper. Scooper. Scooper pooper. An earthquake at 1:30 a.m. is making you sweat. Well, we got spring here. So knight d5 is overrated. I'm just going to centralize. Probably a big mistake. But not my first. Feels like summer today here. We had very warm temperatures. I'm actually hot. I had the weird feeling today that it was going to be a very hot summer, but I guess it sounds like superstition. Damn it, he has g6? That works? Somebody say something about pawn cakes? Pawn cakes. I could go for a pawn cake right now. °C incoming soon. Oh my god. It was like, that's a great move. It was Queen g6. I definitely didn't see that. Yo. He's down a piece. Go Aldisto. GG Aldisto. The German team. Should I be worried about this? What could possibly go wrong here? The prophylactic king h7. I think we've got him. But I've been known to blunder. Still not over. Not sure how good this move is. I probably had better. Yeah, you have that. Check. What should I do? When in doubt, take pawns. Asteroid, it's only 10 Celsius there in Las Vegas. Well, it's like the middle of the night, right? No, it's in the afternoon. What are you talking about? How could it be 10 Celsius in Las Vegas? Are you sure you know how to measure Celsius? Okay. It's 12 degrees Celsius here in Budapest. Dude, it's like, what, noon in Las Vegas? You're telling me it's hotter in Budapest than in Las Vegas? Ooh, you scared me with that move. I was like, whoa. Oh yeah, I have a knight. I totally forgot. Alright, we got him. We got him. How was the game? Quickly. Request to join the team. From Mikhail Tal. He's literally from Latvia, or so he claims. That's what they all say. All the Tals pretend they're from Latvia. Where did we leave book here? Okay, so Queen C2 is the second most popular move. It's basically Knight C3 or Queen C2. If Queen C2, Bishop E4. I played this for black. Queen C1. So Knight C3, Knight E4, and mostly, yeah. I remember this, you know, but it seems weird. I had this in my mind that Knight B5 might be a move. I've looked at this with black. That's interesting. All right. Apparently I didn't play that badly. Going back to the tournament, because it's not all about me. Excel Poker, it's over. What? No, that's not right. What? The rounds are over? Excel Poker's still in first place? He's crushed me on tiebreaks. What? What did, like, 2 of my opponents leave? Raftamov must have left. Ali Reese have probably left. So I probably have 2 opponents who just left. And Excel Poker, like, all of his opponents stayed for the whole tournament. That sucks. Look at those tie breaks. 19 to 12 and a half. Mazzola. How you plan for CN F pawns while knight is blocking them? My C and F pawns? You talking about that game? I think I was completely winning. Um, so last round, I can't possibly win by tiebreak. So someone has to stop XL Poker with at least a draw. Who will it be? Did you play Aldisto yet? Oh, you just beat him. Damn. That sucks. Nothing personal. So who's left? Did you play Making Merch? You did, of course. So who's left? Act Shack. Everyone sucks. Arsenal fan. Arsenal spoiler. Spoiler alert. Arsenal fan. Take him down. Take him down, Ars. I'm not playing Ars. But maybe he is. Someone could play Ars. Always there's somebody coming with that late spoiler. Morales left? Seriously? So I won? But I don't win the tournament unless XL Poker. I don't win the tournament unless XL Poker wins. I mean, doesn't win. He's playing Everyone Sucks. Well, that's a bad pairing by rating. I would have hoped for someone higher rated than Everyone Sucks. But it's the correct pairing. Because he already played Act Shack. It's a forced pairing. I mean, it has to be Everyone Sucks. So the tournament hinges on that game. Can you guys still see the Morales forfeit victory? I'll go over to the you were playing. I know I'm playing. No shit. Alright. Let's take black side. Old school Benoni. This is not really a bad line for black. I think black's okay here. I honestly don't think this line is super dangerous. But I'm no expert on the Benoni. When I played when I was a teenager and I was like an expert or candidate master or whatever, we had this master at my chess club, Dave Koval. I remember he used to play like this with white against Benoni. Don't know why I remember that. Random stuff. Bishop g4 knight d2 and allowing the exchange on e2. I think theoretically black, black is okay with that. His opponent doesn't suck. Well, no, he says everyone sucks but me, That's clearly... Everyone sucks doesn't suck, but according to his name, XL Poker sucks because everyone sucks. Except for everyone sucks but me. Could he pull the upset of the year? A draw takes down the tournament for Sladgie with a very honorable forfeit win, most likely in the offing against... Morales failed to withdraw from the tournament. I don't think Antonio would normally do that. He probably just forgot. It wasn't on purpose. I would assume. He said he had to go. Always click the withdraw from the tournament button, because somebody's, you know, the other thing is like people don't think about it because they rarely play in Swiss tournaments here. They're like, oh, it's an arena, I can just leave. You know what I mean? But you can't do that with the Swiss tournaments, and a lot of people just don't, you know, aren't gonna stop to think about it. This looks like a totally standard position. White has the pawn structure from hell, you know. I mean, that pawn island is extremely strong, but I think with care, black is okay. You know, black has to know what he's doing. The important word here is care. It's a question of the classic knight b6 or knight e5. If you play knight e5, knight e5, knight a3, how do you meet the roller with f4? Let's say knight e5, knight a3, knight h5, You know what I mean? Like, are you going to do like knight h5, g4, knight f6 or something? Whereas here, if white avoids the exchange of knights with like knight a3, black has knight c8, possibly. Oh man, it's worse than that. He had knight takes d5, knight takes d5. Oh my god. He had knight takes d5, knight takes d5, bishop, you know, rook takes e3, bishop d4. So Excel Poker saw he couldn't play knight a3. He had to play, he basically had to play knight takes knight because of the tactic on d5. Did I win yet? Am I there yet? Where's my other window? Scare me like that. Don't scare me like that. Yeah. The poster's from Fargo. You're the first person who ever actually realized that. And I mentioned Fargo earlier. I just like the concept. We believe in thinking for ourselves and being creative and not following the herd. I like the concept of not following the herd, you know, which this poster is about. All right, Morales is done. Why is 2 draws better than a win for the tiebreaks? I don't think it matters. I think it's about how many points your opponent scored, right? Yes, season 1 to 3 were epic, and season 4 I couldn't even watch. It's a tragedy. Season 4 was a tragedy. There's no other word for it. They ruined it. I couldn't watch. Halfway through the first episode, it was like, okay, it's over. Maybe it wasn't that bad, but for me, it was over. Yeah, I completely agree with you. One of the best shows on television. The first, you know, well, streaming anyway. Whatever you call it. It was one of the best TV shows ever. Fargo. So, if you like weird storylines and violence, it's for you. Okay, bishop f4. Right. No, I mean the fourth series with Chris Rock. I mean, it's just the whole thing went like completely off the rails. Like it's not Chris Rock's fault. I mean, it didn't seem like it was the same TV show. The plot was weird. It had nothing to do with the other. You know, it felt like it was just completely something else. I'm sure Chris Rock could have been good, but man, Everyone Sucks With Me is he's already played XL Poker twice, and I don't know who Everyone Sucks But Me is. First of all, um, he's got a lot of games, so it's not a brand new account. But I wonder if it's a Smurf, like of another account that's played on the stream. People like to change their accounts, and maybe it's someone who's previously played on a different account here. They seem inconsistent. Excel Poker is he's into like using his time. Oh, Tushar. No, no, no. I don't think he's cheating. I mean, Tushar was really sus. Yeah, it could be Tushar. Excel Poker using a mass amount of time, but he does that. He'll use up all his time and then play on his increments. But he plays super well with increment. What's he doing though? This is getting a little weird. He's trying to like get Everyone Sucks But Me to go into Arsenal fan like freak out mode because he has more time and hoist himself in his own petard. The important thing is when your opponent is in time pressure that you try not to let it really affect you, you know. Take your normal time that you would take. Don't play faster because your opponent is in time pressure. Don't play slower, just play normally, you know. If they lose on time, they lose on time. But if there's an increment, that's the point. It's not the old days when there was no increment. Then it made sense in the right situation to blitz your opponent. You don't do that when there's an increment. You cannot blitz people when there's an increment. You can, but it's a terrible idea. I remember the first time I played with increment, I lost to Teddy Coleman because I tried to like blitz him. I was winning the whole game, then tragically blundered, and then when it was a draw, I like tried to blitz him and lost. My first tournament with the increments. The worst thing you can do is play for time in an increment, time control. Black has a good game here. Black's fine, but we have to be thoughtful and defend actively. The bishop's very strong, of course. Black has different options there. And I have no idea if Queen e7 was the best move. It wouldn't have been my choice, personally. I like Rook c8. Speaking of which, oh, this is not good. See, now Excel Poker's got serious structural, advantage. Black has Rook c8 here. I thought we do something like that. We don't want to give him like a killer protected passed pawn. Now White has this passed protected pawn on d5. Black has he still keeps the perfect pawn island. There were a lot of different opportunities for Black, but definitely not, this. He still might be fine, but Black really is going to have to play very accurately and actively I think the most important feature in the position would be a freaking pawn break, bro. Rook a2 is a nice move. Covers laterally and gets the rook out of take, obviously. Black should have enough here for some sort of fair amount of counterplay, let's say. I think that black ultimately should be okay. But he has to play extremely active. Check. Okay, and now... what are you going to do? What are you going to do when they come for you? You never ever defend passively unless you have to. Active defense is always more important. The lame is Bleep, F3 line versus Benoni. See, this is passive defense. I don't like passive defense. Rook c8 is an automatic sort of routine move. Black should have played f5. Now, he might still have it, but f5 can be met by f4 now. And that shit starts getting kind of weird. If f5, f4, what happens? I'm a little concerned about the white center just like exploding. So now we're blocking our f pawn. It's all about structure. Black was h5 is okay. It's an idea. I don't mind h5. It's not as good as the f5 break, but at least we're playing actively. Yeah, g5. You know, whatever, as long as he plays actively, but not passive. See, already we probably have some problems. See, f5 is so key because you have to break up the killer, the Benoni pawn structure. The only way to break it is with f5. The whole game is kind of dictated by pawn structure. If you can't break that chain, this is an extremely bad move by black. It would be better to put the rook on d8. Here comes the pawn chain. Rook c7 is awkward. I don't understand why you would prefer that to rook d8. I guess he wanted to double. The black queen has got to be very careful it's not trapped here. No, I don't think it won the exchange, Ars. He has rook c6, right? But I mean, nevertheless, it's just not a good square for the rook, and there's likely gonna be something. Allowing d6 with tempo is never gonna be a good idea. Yeah, he'll have to blockade, but now the pawn center. And now it's time for, you know, praying that black can hold on. Notice the pawn chain. Nothing to see here, folks. You have one move, homie. You gotta play it. It's like he doesn't see rook c6. I don't understand what you're thinking about. It's the only move. I mean, I don't want to give anybody moves here. It's just that it's pretty obvious. Alright. Maybe think about resigning. Well, no. That wouldn't be a good idea. No, honestly, white, you know, still has to finish him off. There are some traps. Traps and zaps. D7. So 95 rook d6 was a nice trick there. Look, maybe it's over, you know, but it's not so simple. This move isn't ironclad. I'm not even sure, you know, f5 is best. If black doesn't panic here and plays pawn takes pawn, I don't think that's going to be great. Ugh. Oh, yeah, it's over. Wait. He can take it. It's still a game. Oh my god. Excel poker. It's still a game. I don't want to lose that a6 pawn. That's a weird move. Queen e3. He's like trying to win. It's like he's trying to win the a5 pawn with check or something. They're both playing weird moves now. They're like going to weird squares. Oh, that was his point, to win that pawn. And now I have no idea what's going on. Jesus Christ. Rook d6. He had rook takes f5. No checks. Look at this. He had rook takes f5. It's not over, man. White has only 2 pawns left after rook takes f5. I'm not 100% sure White's winning. Seriously. After rook takes f5 there at the end, is it definitely lost for black? You have 3 pawns for the piece. Computer doesn't like it though, thinks it's lost. So what's the refutation? Well, I mean, I'm not sure why he would have found this. Apparently he has knight f6 check. Would he have found it in time pressure? So if he plays rook takes f5, it's still winning for white. Wow. A knight and queen against... He does have this. Queen a8 check. Still winning. Yeah, but a good effort by everyone sucks but me. So this was the key moment. I looked at b5 here. Pawn takes, rook takes, pawn takes. But I wasn't sure. But I thought you would play like here. So what happens if rook c8, b5? But the most important thing for black is like to get in f5 at some point. So let's say, well, this is bad. And we can't allow this to happen. Here, you have to play like rook c8 or something. Once white has this, I thought he was doing well. But apparently even here black's okay. Excel poker played really well in this point. With like perfect moves. As I said, he plays better when he has like no time left. So that's the trick. Straslow also has that going on. So Excel poker crushing the tie breaks with 26.5. Nice tie breaks you got there. That might be like the all-time tie break record for a 7-round tournament. 26.5 tie breaks. You beat me on tie breaks by 9 points. How does it even happen? Akshak had third place with 4.5. Aldisto narrowly in fourth, making merch. Chose to leave before the last round, so finished in fifth place. Everyone sucks. Good try. Arsenal fan. Didn't get a chance to play the spoiler. Shocky. Thanks for playing the whole tournament. Morales, same. Except for the last round. That's what screwed my tiebreaks. The forfeit victory. How does that... You could have been a spoiler, I'm saying, if you got paired with one of the top players. I thought you would be, but you didn't get paired with someone. So, Morales, how does that affect my tiebreaks? Not really. Siguromi. And Asterbate got himself a win against Mandrake. Good job. Alright, guys, so we're going to be back. Congratulations to Excel Poker with the Grandmaster performance. Myself in second place and Akshak with third. Good job, guys. Thanks for playing. Next week I'm going to try an arena. Where's my shark? I don't know. One of the sharks is gone. Mrs. Arsenal? Mrs. Ars? Alright, anyway. We are going to be back, the Shark Arena, next week. We'll be back tomorrow with Weird Wednesday. Some unusual openings, rapid challenges, and Sharkanal. Mrs. Sharkanal. On the Shark Cam. We get the Shark Cam working. Sladgie, check inbox later. Okay. Whatever. Congratulations, Excel Poker. Good job today. Only sharks. And what else? Yeah, nice win. Excel Poker beat me fair and square. He played a good tournament. That was really disappointing, getting crushed. But good job. Not bad for 1998. What am I going to do? So tomorrow, Wednesday, weird openings, challenges. Mr. Coffee, thanks for brewing the coffee today. George, Tiberius Coffee. And then Thursday, subscriber stream. Don't forget, guys, if you'd like to submit a game, please do so for Thursday night's analysis stream. I will see you later. Goodbye. Goodbye. Take care, guys. Congrats to Excel Poker. Later. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. Bye-bye.